Lisa Lacera, Fox News Radio.
This is meteorologist Christy Shields with your forecast for WBLF. Our low temperature tonight will drop to 23 degrees with some patchy clouds. As we head into Thanksgiving, it's going to be a chilly day. Our high will be 37, and while more clouds compared to sunshine. Temperatures rebound on Friday. Our high will be 51. From WTAJ, your weather authority, I'm meteorologist Christy Shields for News Talk 970 AM and 106.3 FM WBLF.
Speed Pro Imaging, 205 Prospect Street in Lock Haven is your one-stop shop for banners, vehicle wraps, and large format graphics. Speed Pro Imaging is locally owned and operated, which means you deal with local people who understand your needs. Need your order in a hurry? Speed Pro Imaging prides themselves on their fast turnaround times, usually within 48 to 72 hours. The quality of print is exceptional, and they can handle any task, from small to large jobs, with inventory on hand. Speed Pro Imaging can do great big graphics and has large format printing solutions. Most importantly, they're competitively priced. Exceptional quality, great turnaround time, and competitive pricing. What more can you ask for? Whether you're planning an event or you're a business who needs to express themselves, Speed Pro Imaging is the solution. Call Phil today at 681-245-7384. That's 681-245-7384. Or visit Speed Pro Imaging at 205 Prospect Street in Lock Haven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, or by appointment outside normal business hours.
Hi, this is Alan Hall, sales manager at Joel Kahn for Toyota BMW. I'm a lifelong resident of Center County, living in Julianne. My family and I shop right here in Center County.
I'm Michael King, a sales consultant here at Joel Conference for 31 years, and I live in Boalsburg. Support our local economy, buy local.
Hi, this is Corey Confer. Happy Valley is home for me and my family. Has been for over 40 years. We're a local family with local ties operating Joel Confer Toyota BMW, a local business. Where do we do our shopping? Locally, of course.
Joel Confer Toyota BMW State College. Locally owned, locally operated.
Hey, it's Dana on News Talk 970 WBLF.
This,
Hey, friends, and a pleasant good evening. Welcome to Lions Live on the Forever Lions Network. The only network built by the players for you, the fans. Broadcasting live here in Magnum's Broadcasting Studios in downtown State College, WBLF. And so glad to be with you. We got the big dude, Stephen Davis. My name's Skip Dribelbus, and we're talking some Penn State football here. Wow, another week's gone by, big dude, and we're expecting our buddies here. And, of course, there's Jimmy probably ringing in right now, and also Yakov coming soon. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm awesome, man. No complaints. How are you?
Oh, great. You came in just the right time. I just got done introducing everybody, and we're right on time, brother. Glad to be with us.
What's up, Jimmy? What's going on, man? Happy gobble gobble to both of y'all. Happy gobble gobble, man. Did they bring you to New York, man, or you just staying out where you at? Yeah, I stay out here, man. I got about 16 family members out hanging out with me. Oh, man. So you're bringing the girls. That's what I'm talking about. You know, they got to escape the cold.
Oh, there you go.
They come out at 80. It's about 80. It's about 84 today.
Oh,
nice, sunny. Wow. Enjoying the weather. So
suffering. He's suffering, Stephen.
Wow. I had to come lock myself in my room though, so I can call you guys. You know how it goes.
Hey, you doing the cooking this year, Jimmy?
Always do.
Oh man, that's awesome. How many turkeys you got?
Oh, just 2.
Just doing up 2? You doing any ham?
2. I'm doing turkey, ham, macaroni and cheese, deviled eggs, green bean casserole. Casserole. Yeah, green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole. What else you got? Cornbread, regular cornbread, jalapeno cornbread. we do it right.
Oh man, that's awesome. Do you already have it in?
I already started some of it.
Oh, did you? That's cool. I got my turkey in too, man. Big dude and I were talking before the show, and he's like surprised to hear it. I did that, and I was like, well, I don't get much of a choice now. You know, I got to take care of my folks, and you know, he's like, well, I'll take everybody out to eat. And I was like, well, I know my mom can't. You know, she's disabled and stuff, and I said I got to learn how to do it, but you know, she's right there to coach me along. You know, so it's all good.
Yeah, I do 2 turkeys because we do one fried and one regular.
Oh, wow. Hey, how is
Hey,
it?
fried. Oh, man. We smoked ours. We got 2. And we had a person that had big smokers, so we're good. Our smoker's done. My mother-in-law cut the stem of the collard greens. I never had a smoked one. Is it good? Oh, my goodness.
Yes, Stefan, what's that like?
It's like the next level of turkey, man. I don't know what to call it, man. Let me put it this way. The first year we smoked it, man, it must have been gone. It was gone within 25 minutes. Oh, wow. Gone.
Wow.
Gone. People were eating like they forgot what their name was.
Oh, yeah. All right. Wow. So how long?
I forgot my name.
So tell me, Stefan, how long did it take to cook smoking it like that?
It takes a minute. You know, you got to leave it overnight and all that.
Okay.
You know, we had a smaller one, which takes longer. You know, if you start, I would say around 7 or 8 o'clock. You usually got to get up maybe 3:30 in the morning. You got to keep looking at it as your own thing. But if you have the big one or an electronic one, like some people have, that one's a little bit better. So my wife knew a lady that was a chef that she did ours up. We're good now. We got the turkeys here. And we got some relatives that just, I fact, from Brooklyn. They just came up in here, man.
Wow.
So I'm hiding as we talk.
Oh, that's great. Hey, man, we're so thankful. You know, we are blessed people, and we're thankful for this season too, man. We got one more game left here. Penn State came through a nice win with Nebraska, and it's all good. You know, it's all good. But you know, it's been one of those seasons, man. I remember this Saturday, I was on the sidelines there, and I was talking to Bruce Clark, and I was like, Bruce, what's going on here, man? I mean, this first quarter stuff, I'm not getting what's happening. But then all of a sudden they just seem to straighten it all out and turn it on, you know? And it just seems like that's, I guess we're getting used to that becoming the norm, I guess. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't have an answer for that, Jimmy. You're going to blow it up.
Well,
you know what it is? I think what it is we have to figure out what it is that we want. Obviously, we always want our team to be balanced, to go out there and play, you know, all 4 quarters. Last year, we had to deal with just having a second half team. You know, last year we knew going into halftime that we were going to be down and we were going to battle in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Now it's like, you know, we don't know what we're going to get in the 1st quarter and so on. Or we get a good jump and we fade away towards the end and so on, such as, like, you know, Ohio State. Overall, I was hearing some things, and I believe we probably touched on it the last show. They were saying that, you know, if Penn State finished with a 10-2 record, is it safe to say that we're back? You know, because the expectations were always high in the past, and over the last few years, it's like they drop. But now, it's people hanging their heads, even if we finish 10-2. I understand that we had, you know, bigger things, you know, bigger goals set, but we still could finish with a great bowl game and a great season, undefeated at home, and so on. Still a lot to build on, and we still have a young squad. Yep. So how do you guys feel about that with the record the way it is and finishing out, you know, strong and so on? How do you guys feel about that? Well, I mean, for me, I would say I just am I don't understand people. You know, I look on these Facebook talks and Facebook. You know, so many people just don't understand expectations. I think that's what it is, Jimmy. And it's you're right. There are people that are, and we saw that group of seniors when they hit it. There weren't a whole lot of seniors. These are the redeeming things people don't want to look at. I mean, we're getting better. We weren't able to do certain things. But then, like you said, the fact that we're able to figure things out, that's what I said to myself, my goodness, how much better can we be if we didn't have to figure it out? It's like, okay, unless that's what part of that whole deal is with the offense, because it seems like everybody's good with us doing that. And hey, you know, you win 10 out of 12 games, and again, somebody texted me the other day and asked me what happened to Ohio State. They said, what happened to the Ohio State game? I said, hey, Ohio State, what happened to the Michigan State game? Michigan State. I mean, listen, you know, we play in the Big Ten there, and this is what makes the Big Ten as great as it is, you know, that people are knocking each other off, and there's some crazy things going on. I think this particular ball club people looked at Jimmy, like you said, whether we'd ever beat back. I'm not so sure that we went away that far. I mean, people have to realize Coach Franklin, as y'all know, he made the best out of what he had for a while, and now people are coming in and contributing and getting better and maturing. Yeah.
Well said, Steph. And I noticed a team, and I noticed a conference that the conference is kind of over, and I'll touch on that. But Penn State, that's a well said, Steph, and I agree. I think Coach Franklin came in and is doing a spectacular job, especially recruiting, getting some great athletes to come here to Penn State, and he's really built a good staff of people, and things are starting to come together. But I think everybody, everybody wants to put the cart before the horse. It takes time to build a program. And I think they got a great strength program going on. But there's so many aspects to a football program. A lot of people all they look at is see the score at the end of the day, and they miss everything else that goes out in between to get to that point. And even last year, we've had some games where the ball just happened to bounce our way. This year we've had a couple to also. I mean, we could have lost to Iowa easily. We more than likely should have. Okay, but hey, we won. It was a great win. Last year we should have most likely lost to Ohio State. But you know what? We just happened to block a kick, and it happened to bounce up in a guy's hands, and we ran for a touchdown. I mean, so people don't understand it. The parity out there today in college football is tremendous. And
yes,
look what we have going on out here. Look at Iowa. We beat Iowa, and they destroyed Ohio State. Okay, that's just this year. Okay, so what's that mean? Does that mean we should have? Well, maybe we should have beat Ohio State. Hey, on any given Saturday, any of these teams that get together in the Big Ten, except for a couple, all right, maybe Nebraska, all right, or
Illinois.
Your coast boy out there, love you. Apart from a couple, it's a tough conference, man. I mean, you just don't. These teams just come together and know how to win at certain times. So I think you're going to see that, and that's what I was touching on about the conference. This conference is just it's a tough conference to win and run the table. So I think we did fantastic, all things considered. 2 losses this year, and games we almost won. I think we're there. We're there. I don't think we're missing anything, with the exception of this. And I don't know if this is just the play calling or how the scheme is. I would personally like to see us run the ball between the tackles. We have a great running back, and the majority of scores and runs this year. And this is, I was talking to Bruce alongside. I was like, Bruce, this guy's got the speed and he can break it outside. But man, we got to get him holes between the tackles to run, because if Saquon Barkley be on a team that does run well between the tackles, I think there's no doubt he'd won the Heisman this year. No doubt. I just think that's where we're lacking a little bit, but I think it's going to come.
I like Saquon, and I agree with what you said just now, Skip. But obviously, I'm not counting his money and so on. Me personally, like I said on the last show, I would love to see him come back for another year. And the only reason why is because I just think that I like the pieces that come together. And obviously I'm speaking on a guy who won the Super Bowl and how we spoke about it earlier in the season when I talked about you guys winning the national championship versus the Super Bowl and so on. It's a mission that we set out to do from the time you signed, going into Penn State, from the time that you get there, you get to put in the year after year with the same guys, and each year you add to it, but you still have the core of guys that you came in with. I came in with Anthony Adams, Larry Johnson, and so on, and just those guys, Michael Haynes and those guys, Eric McCool. So I knew that unless one of those guys left early to go pro, which none of us did, that we was going to try to finish the mission together. So for me, I would love to have Saquon leave, a national champion, with a national championship ring on his finger. I think we have the potential to, but then also I also speak in terms of I want him to get a shot to go to. I mean, he's talented. So I want him to get a shot to go to a team so he can have a great career and break the. There's a jinx on Penn State running backs when they go pro. With exception to I want to say Larry Johnson. I think he had a solid career.
Well, also Larry Shuey too from back in the day.
Yeah, from back in the day.
Matt Shuey. Matt Shuey. Yeah, Larry's a defense side. Yeah, Matt Shuey.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, but I mean, with exception to Larry Johnson, and I don't know, we may have I'm speaking of first rounders. I'm not just speaking like a guy who just came in there and sparked and so on. But I would love to see him go and get another year of college on his belt, learn how to run between the tackles. I mean, to have the line perfect themselves so they can run between the tackles. I don't think Ohio State is going to be as good next year, especially with losing Barrett. I think they actually would be probably better because losing Barrett, But, you're rough, man. You're rough, man. I'm telling you, man. It's rough, So I think they'll be better at the quarterback position. So, and I just would like to see him come back because, just going down the list of the Big Ten squads, I mean, Michigan will always play tough and so on. I don't think they'll be as bad as they were this year. I think they obviously have some young players and some guys that's going to come back and so on. Ohio State, I think that we should be able to beat them, especially if it's a home game and so on. And, we usually play them tough. And I think given the talent that we have coming back and so on, we have number 28 at safety. So I would like to see him develop a little bit more because I know we lose number 2. So, 28's a senior. Is he a senior? Yeah, Troy Atkins is a senior. Yeah, he's a senior. I didn't know he was a senior. Yeah. So we lose both our safeties then, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, that's the only weak spot that I can think of on the defense. I know we lose Kabinda, right? Yep. But I think, I'm not downplaying him enough like that. I just think we had so many injuries early last year and, so on that we had so many young linebackers and stuff play that, yeah, of course he'll be missed. But I think we will. It's called linebacker U for a reason. Right. They got somebody that can't wait to get in there and show what they can do. So, it's insane. You'll never really worry about the linebacker position. So, I noticed Cam Brown. Well, he was I think he's number 31. But Cam Brown is a sophomore, like you said. That's one guy, number 6. He is improved tremendously. Yeah, the third belt, I think you're right. And I see the D-line getting deeper too, Jimmy, number 97 and a few other people there. Yeah, stuff. I don't know who these guys are. And then Mitchell, man, he's almost up to 300 pounds. And, he's young for 30 pounds on. And this dude really was okay with playing inside. The special salary, like, and it looks like, I think what I see, Jimmy, is I think a defense will even get greater. As you know, I mean, from what I saw on all the defenses that you played on, it seemed like everybody was good with accepting their role and did it well. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I think, you know what it is. I think you had guys who had problems. Obviously, I'm speaking behind the scenes. You had guys who had their problems because they want to play and they want to get better. But what I love, like I spoke on earlier, what I love is how ownership falls on each individual. Like, you don't hear a guy saying, I'm better than him, I'm not playing, I'm this, I'm that. You hear, oh my God, I was up and I should have made that play. Right. Man, I got to get better. I was this and so on. Oh, my guy in front of me messed up. We gotta fix that together. You hear more of that than it's like, man, you can't, when I was there, I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, what are we doing? Do we want to win? Coach, why am I on the bench? Hold up, coach. And what's the situation? Like, this guy, I'm killing him in practice and everything. Like, I could clearly see the same thing that's going on. This guy's struggling in practice. I want him to, go out there and play. He having the same thing, Coach Cassani. So let's say, you practice the way you play the way you practice. Yeah. You know? So if I see a guy struggling in practice and we go out in the game and he's having the same struggles and we lose the game, I'm like, Coach Patano, what's up? Am I not practicing well? What's the situation? And I see that now that these younger guys don't have that. They just want to develop. They just want to, they just committed to it. I've heard more from the D-line, the linebackers, even a few offensive linemen who's asking me to help them with different techniques to help them get better and so on. And I'm like, okay, well, these guys got it. And they just like, this year isn't done. We want to have a great bowl game. We want to finish out the year strong. And we want to win a national championship before it's all said and done. Right. And I love that attitude. So for me, to hear that, like I said, jumping back on the Saquon thing, to hear that, that's what makes me say, man, I wish Saquon was coming back. Because I'm like, man, I'm excited for these guys to see how they want to develop. So we'll see, all right.
Yeah, for sure. I hope he's given wisdom to know what decisions to make. And, Stefan, we had 5 guys our year who stayed the extra year, who actually there's 5 guys who have 2 rings, actually, who run 82 team and the 86, 87 team that stayed. And I think that played made a huge factor in the depth we had at all the positions and the strength we had and the leadership we had with those seniors who stayed the extra year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got people like, maybe more than that. You had Shane Conley, you had Dan Morgan, you had David Clark, who, again, was trying to get Davey on the daggone show.
I know.
That guy. So I didn't get him on here because, again, he's a guy that nobody talks about. When we talk about depth, we need to have it against the Cincinnati. Cincinnati, a team we should have clearly beat and beat good. And the national championship is over if Clarky doesn't turn it up. And Blair has a good series, and then David, like I said, he ends up scoring. And he scored, and everybody cheers around him, and David got cold with a concussion. With the ball separated from him, and it's like, and he's the guy that stood right by Joe. You're right. I mean, that's what you had, Jimmy, is you had a bunch of people that wanted to play, and then you had the power backs, Tim Minow and all those folks. And I guess, Jimmy, the code was different then. We all knew, we lost in Miami. We lost in Miami, but we lost to the Oklahoma Sooners in Bosworth, and then many of them had decided on the bus back to the hotel. He said, man, we got to come back for this, man. I'm not going to, I'm going to keep Radishik mentioning. He actually was a solid center. That actually became a good center, So a number of people redshirted.
Remember Massimo did too. After I think it was his freshman year, he redshirted a year. Because
he redshirted his second year. We were able to keep Massimo.
Yeah,
and Massimo also made it as well through a mission critical field goal against Oklahoma, where he missed it about a 24-yard chip shot, misses it. And then Oklahoma scores on a long run after that. All the wins out of us to put the game away. So I think you're right. It'd be good to see Flockley come back. It's going to be very difficult for him to come back. I mean, I would like him to. I think it was the other day and age, and it would be good. I understand his father's an understanding guy, so I would be ecstatic to see him come back. And if it's not all about football, then that's fine. The other thing, Jimmy, that kills me is too, if he comes back, it just kills me to see these guys, and maybe you have a different opinion on it, but these guys not playing in their final bowl game, it just has not set well with me at all. I understand that.
Well, hey, before you mention that, Jimmy, let me mention this to both you guys about Saquon again. What are your thoughts of this? What about Penn State buying an insurance policy on Saquon?
Can I do that?
Why not?
Well,
why not? I think it'd be brilliant to do that. That's they write policies like that where if he comes back, he's look, hey coach, I'll stay another year if you guys take a policy out on me for a couple $1 million.
Well, but again, this is about taking away from the college game that we were doing. I don't know, Skip. I mean,
it's been done. It's been done. There's guys out there doing it.
I would say work it out. I mean, if him and his pops want to do that, that's one thing. I don't know about Penn State do. I mean, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, I mean that's a big policy you got to pay too for something like that, But I'm sure the premiums ain't cheap. But It's just something I'd put out there because I'm thinking, there's a lot of ways to help incentivize him wanting to stay. And as a coach, I'd explore every option possible. And what's within the NCAA regulations or what people can do. But hey, man, why not? I think it'd be brilliant if you could do something like that, because, I understand the sensitivity at all and, today's culture and everything like that too. But, let's find ways to think outside the box a little bit, and why not?
I hear you. Listen, I would love that. And here's what it is. Because I don't want us to get, because obviously it's his decision, we us as Penn State alum and fans of the game and so on, students of the game, we definitely want to have a star running back return. Me personally, I think he could possibly, God willing, win a national championship, win the Heisman, all types of individual awards as well comes with, team awards. But then when I go through, even the mock drafts and this and stuff like that, it's a lot of great teams, solid teams that's in the NFL right now that's having bad years, that this might be the year for him to come out, because chances of him going on a team with upside are better. Or for example, just even if we didn't go through the top 10 or top 15 of this year's draft from where it is right now, Cleveland Browns obviously has always had the first pick. Yeah, the truth. Think about it. With the first pick, Cleveland Browns select Courtney Brown. Oh my God, that was terrible. I could not believe it. Look, you ain't hear nothing from Courtney since. It's what? The same thing with Miles Garrett or whatever his name is right now. It's come on, man. Anyway, but you got Cleveland with the first pick. The second pick is the 49ers. Now, given the fact that, I don't know, their defense dropped off big time, but, obviously they're known for running the ball and everything else, so on passing the ball. They just got Jimmy Garoppolo from the Patriots, so hopefully the future could be solid for him. So if Barkley goes there, the only thing that sucks about that to a point is he'll be in a conference where Seattle's defense always come to play, the Rams' defense always come to play, and the Chargers' defense always come to play. So it's 49ers could be a good place for him. The third pick is the Giants with a 2-8 record right now. With everything that's going on, like I said, the Giants right now having a bad year, but next year they're going to come to play defense. You're going to have Odell back. They always looking for a running back. I know their offensive line was weak, and they had problems running between the tackles, but, the Giants could be a good spot for them. The Denver Broncos would be an amazing spot for them.
Right, right, absolutely.
They got the fourth pick, and I'm not going to break down each one, but, if they're having a down year, what they need to do is put a solid quarterback in place, and you got a running back, like Saquon, who can hit it and break it, and you got a defense that's going to come to play. The Colts, I think they'll be all right. Keep in mind, the Colts will still have Frank Gore back there running the ball. So they're just terrible right now because they don't have a franchise quarterback.
Right.
I don't like them with the Bears, but the Bears got the 6th pick. I don't like him there. I don't think he'll do well there. The LA Chargers have the 7th pick. The Bengals, the Arizona Cardinals, I don't see them taking him because they're going to get Johnson back, and Adrian Peterson is still on a 2-year deal, though. The Raiders, Oakland Raiders, I don't think they're going to stick with Marshawn, but I don't really know if I want Saquon to go out to the black hole at 10 and then move over to Vegas. But then a good spot might be for him is in the Texans at 11.
Oh, okay.
I like them. I like Watson. I like the potential. I like their receivers. They got solid receivers and so on. A couple of young receivers, J.J. Watt and Clowney. Those guys play solid defense and so on. I just don't know if I really want to pay up, Saquon back with that coach. That'll be my only downside of that one.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't want to put him with O'Brien, but I mean that's the top 11 right there. I mean the next one is the Jets, the Redskins, and the Dolphins. So it's just like where can he go where he can fit and really make a name? So.
Well, let me ask you a question, Jimmy. Here's my question. I was listening to you. When did the Chiefs fit?
Kansas City?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll take him though. Now the Chiefs. I don't think Chiefs have a pick because they traded Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah. So Buffalo picks on the 25th pick. But keep in mind, the Chiefs got that running back number 27, Hunt. He's solid.
Yeah, he is. I guess I was just thinking more and more about if he's coming out early, is he going to be the bell cow? See, because again, I have questions about making him even the bell cow from the beginning. Maybe it's different for me. I know that he would be really solid, but I think that Andy Reid would be the perfect coach for him.
I totally agree with that. But in this league these days, there's no one that's a bell cow anymore. It's always a 1-2, and in some cases a 1-2-3 punch. And even if you look at, I mean, you can't think of a squad unless they don't have no running back. For the most part, like you can't even tell me who's Cleveland's running back or who's the 49ers running back. The Giants don't have a running back. That's why they all at the top. Denver Broncos running back, and they used to have one, but he got hurt, and then he ended up getting Jamal Charles, and he hasn't been the same since he got hurt. The Colts, they don't have a running back outside of Frank Gore. He's up there in age, 34, 33 years old, something like that. The Bears don't have a running back, The Chargers really don't have a running back. I mean, this is the top 7 right there. The Bengals don't really have a running back. Arizona Cardinals, they lost their running back, so, Brooke and Rick, and Adrian is, as soon as they get Adrian, they lose Carson Palmer, so they lose their quarterback, so it's like, and then, Marshawn this year, not knocking him and stuff like that because he came out of retirement, but he's only had one game of 73 yards, and that was his first game. Other than that, he's had 73 yards or less. Now, he has great yards per carry. He averaged about, 4 yards per carry, but he hasn't had a 100-yard game yet. His highest is like 72 or 73. So it's just like in that situation, the ones that's not in the top, in the top 10, the Jets, they have Matt Forte, but they're still the Jets. Washington don't have a running back. It's just a pass-happy league right now. So, I mean, Miami just got rid of their running back and sent them to Philadelphia. When Philadelphia got a guy, how do you say his name, LeGarrette Blount, and some other guys,
Yeah, Corey Clement from Nashville.
Yeah, and then think about even with the Cowboys, they have about 7 running backs. They got Ezekiel and all Alfred Morris. They got Alfred Morris, yeah. The old McFadden and everything. I mean, a bunch of people. The same thing with Carolina. They have the same thing. They have McCaffrey and Stewart and so on. It's always multiple. I mean, I think Buffalo is probably the only one that really has this Sean McCoy. Green Bay don't have a running back.
No, they don't. Tim Montgomery, that's it. Ty Montgomery.
He's not even a running back, though.
He's still wearing number 88, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's one of our favorite players in the whole league, man. Making the switch and doing what he got to do. That's my favorite player.
Yeah, I love him. And I love him and Nelson, Jody Nelson. Yeah, but when you look at even in the bottom 32, out of the 32 picks, last pick right now with the 9-1 record right now with the Eagles, and you see how many running backs they have. The Patriots are just a machine. Even when it comes to New Orleans, they have 3 different running backs. Pittsburgh Steelers, they have 2 solid running backs. Connor's coming on for the most part, and you got Bell. Minnesota's going to always run the ball. They have a solid running back right now. And they lost Cook from whatever guy from Florida State or whatever.
Oh, Dalvin Cook, yeah. Dalvin Cook. They lost Cook, but they're not going to go get another first-round running back. So they lost him. Still got running backs right now, still running the ball. Carolina was doing in McCaffrey. What is it? How you say the guy from the Jaguars? They got the 26 picks, and that's whatever the guy from LSU. Right. I mean, they got him for the most part, and then Buffalo Bills have the 25th pick from the Chiefs, and they have LaShawn McCoy. The Rams, they have Todd Gurley, and Atlanta Falcons, they got Freeman. I know he's been in and out of concussion protocol. Baltimore Ravens, they can do with a solid running back. But I don't think Barkley's attitude and how he carries himself, I don't think he'll fit in Baltimore. And I ain't trying to be funny. It's just the dirty grittiness that goes to Baltimore. You got to carry yourself a certain way. And I just think he's a guy who, I think he doesn't have an edge or nothing, but I just think he's a team guy, and it's something that's, even when I had a chance to go to Baltimore, and I just didn't feel right. I felt like it was a bunch of individuals who play together, who was just like, yeah, like, as long as I can do my thing, I'm good, So.
Wow. Hey, let me shift gears a little bit, guys. I got a text message here from Yakov. He sends everybody his Thanksgiving regards, and he's actually out in Chicago with his family for the holidays. So I told him I wished him and his family a good holiday time together for Thanksgiving and safe travels. He wanted to pass. That's what I was just going to say. I sent him the text. Tell him to send the pics. That guy, something else, man. We may get through him a little faster tonight, huh?
Hey, what's our picks look like from last week?
Hey, well, yeah, let's take a look here quick at that.
You don't want to talk about it, huh?
Oh no, it's okay. Hey, listen, it's a pretty tight race, guys. Here we're at yeah, I'm last, Jimmy. I got it.
Yeah, no.
I'm coming in at 67-23. And you are in at 70-20. Of course, the big dude's up by 2 on you, 72-17. And Yakov and I are one off. Yakov's 68-22. So it's all within 3. We're all within.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this right. I got Yakov by 2 and you by 3.
Yeah. And big dude's got you by 2.
Big dude. That boy made a jump. He went from 4th place to 2nd place real quick. Yo, man, this is show, man. This is a love jam.
Well, I know I'd have been there, except you guys bullied me in the Ohio State pick.
That's why you're just 2 games behind with Yaakov.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. Irrespective of the reason.
Well, last week, 3 of us, we ran a table. Yakov's the only one who made a bad pick, picking Rutgers in Indiana. I don't know where he got that idea. Rutgers is going to beat Indiana. Yeah. But hey, we'll take it. But I'm still last.
I was watching him on the ticker, and I was like, oh yeah, I won that one too. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, everybody ran it except Yakov. So yeah, how about that? And we're looking ahead here to Ohio State, to Maryland. Wow, man, Maryland coming into this game is 4-7. They've lost their last 3 in a row, and it's just Maryland's just not playing good ball, man. This should be a great day for everybody who coach wants to get out and get a good look at, have an opportunity to be able to get out and get some time on that field.
Well, here's the thing again. Maryland, in my time, like I said, and it didn't matter ever, and maybe it's different now, but I don't recall too many games where we blow Maryland out. They're always up for us. They're always ready. I don't know what happened. What the devil happened at the end of the game last week, man? I went to go get something to eat, man. It's 56-24. Wait a minute. I know he's playing all the seniors and all that, man, but come on, man. We gotta really take it serious.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
Quick. Huh?
No doubt. I kept seeing that.
I think we should beat them. I can't predict anything, especially when you go there. It's not a particularly easy place to play. And let me tell you something. Michigan State only beat them 17-7, so something's going on. Yeah, but Maryland is inconsistent. What's up?
Well, Rutgers beat them 31-24. So, we're up over Rutgers 35-6. So I really.
Well, but Rutgers beat a Purdue team that wasn't up there. So it's hard to tell.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not going to give you a cakewalk, but I'll tell you, if we lose this one, that's a disaster.
Yeah, well,
I can't see that happening. I can't see that happening,
Well, Maryland has a lot of people hurt. But if we do what we're supposed to do, we should be up on them. We're going to go. I mean, last week, 609 yards of total offense. Coming in feeling that good, and I'm hoping that means, in this case, if the offense is feeling good, the defense is going to dominate. The defense, usually it's the other way around. We play good defense is killing people more. But I think we're ready, and I think we're healthy, and we should get it.
Okay.
But not overlook Maryland. Maryland, they have a lot of great athletes, we have a lot of I don't guys in the NFL, so we can take a look at what's happening with them. We've had some close games, and of course, the national championship year, of course, that was different. That was an outstanding Maryland team with Neil O'Donnell and all those guys. So when we end up Kirkendall, the same number as Jimmy, he ends up getting the interception and takes it to the 9-yard line. So there's some games, man, and these guys are up for it, and these guys are the ones that I worry about in terms of ruining the season. They were good to go when they beat Texas early, and then they fell. They lost out of quarterback every single one.
You want to quickly share the hot dog story with Pete?
Oh man,
you want to share that one, Stefan?
Oh, real quick. Like I said, I think Jimmy's probably heard it before, but now here we are. And Pete complaining about playing. He said, "Man, you haven't been playing me." So, man, all kinds of people get hurt. I mean, everybody's getting hurt. Our family gets hurt.
Yeah.
All kinds of people getting hurt. Timmy Johnson goes down. And Pete can't come out of the game. And he's got no air left. So he doesn't think anything's going on. I mean, Maryland's going for a scoring drive, man. And Pete throws his hands up. I don't know how he intercepts it. But he throws his hands up, picks it up, and he's in the open. There's nobody near him. Now, Shane Conlon is running down the sideline with him. And then Shane looks and he says, I got two people to block. I got either the fullback or the center. He said, let me see. He said, let me block the fullback. If I block the fullback, he could outrun the center. Well, Pete was going, he started sucking it, and the center ends up running him down at the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost.
A hell of a hush comes over the crowd. Don't ask me why it was a hush, because I guess the crowd wanted to know how long the play was, and the announcer said, attention, please. Pete Kirkendall's 82-yard interception return is the longest non-scoring interception return in history. And Jerry looked up in the sky and just rolled his eyes. I've never felt Jeffrey with the announcer. I've never seen that before.
Right. Well, wow. What was that other story?
This is what I'm saying with the depth. I mean, you had Bobby Ray, you had Timmy Johnson, you had Mike Russo, you had Pete, you had Keith Karpinski. Our defense is just deep, and a lot of them were named people. But even the president, we all didn't go to the White House. I'm not going to get back to that. But Kirkendall just didn't go because he didn't want to go. President Reagan said, where's the guy that got caught that had the interception? That's the guy I wanted.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Well, there's all types of stories. I remember the ones where, Spider be getting them hot dogs and Coke and stuff. Remember, we'd be drinking Coke on the sidelines.
Well, that's what happened. Spider had given Kirkendall 3 hot dogs.
Right.
And again, he didn't think he was going to be playing that much. And then when he ate some hot dogs caught up, man, he couldn't move. And everybody got hurt except him, man. And you know what? Because I think Jay said to him, you're not going to complain anymore about playing all your Kirkendall.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those stories are awesome. Wow. Hey, you know what? We actually be able to get through our picks here tonight and sign off at a reasonable time and give some thanks here at the end. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in on this here because we're down to get down at the end, guys. It's been a great season. Week 13 here. We got Iowa at Nebraska.
Hold on. Hold on. To secure my pick, I'm picking everything the big dude's picking.
Oh.
Okay. I like that strategy.
Well, you know what we can also do is make you guys kind of rotate back and forth between who goes first. So, so there you go, Jimmy. Well, let me guess. I don't think anybody's going to be picking Nebraska over Iowa, right?
I won't be.
What? Oh no!
I won't be picking Nebraska.
Oh,
I will not.
Okay.
I'm picking Iowa. Now let's get that straight.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, and hey, this is going to be a great game to watch. We have Ohio State at Michigan.
You know something? Here's where I'm going to roll the dice, man. Throw out everything out the window. Michigan, not very good this year. Man, listen, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going for Michigan. I voted for them last week.
Wow.
I just have a feeling, man. I have a feeling.
Hey, Jimmy.
I have a feeling.
Jimmy, there you go. Jimmy, you going to stick with that?
Hey, that's at Ohio State?
It's at Michigan. It's at the Big House, 12 o'clock kickoff.
Senior day, Ohio State versus Michigan. I might have to Yaakov this moment.
You're gonna hit mute. You gotta hit mute and look it up.
Oh man, hold on, y'all, hold on. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna go with Ohio State on that. No, I don't want to. Oh, this guy, man. No, I don't want to.
That's hey. What did he just say, big dude? He just said it. He's gonna.
Yeah, I don't know, Jimmy. Because I know. I'm gonna tell you why, big dude. I gotta leave you on that because I know Skip is gonna come and he's gonna pick Ohio State.
I did. Well, actually, you know what? My picks are already out there on our website, guys.
But answer the question: are you picking Ohio State?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I picked Ohio State.
Exactly. So if I lose, that puts you within a game.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta be perfect. So I'm not going with that.
Okay. Okay.
So I would go because don't get me wrong. I would love to see Michigan, pull it off.
Oh wow, that'd be a great game.
But
be good for us. It'd be great for us.
All right, so we could so we could wrap it up real quick and so I don't Yaakov. But I think Ohio State got too much to play for because if they win this game, don't they get the Big Ten championship game?
Yeah,
I think they have it regardless. Okay? No, I don't think so.
No, if they lose two, they have to lose two, and then it's all up in the it changes it all. But yeah, I mean it'd help. As I said, it'd help us if they lose.
Yeah, because I know did it drop it too? Because I know when they got blown out by Iowa, it looked bad, and they was but I know they're still in the driver's seats for the most part.
Right. Yeah, they are. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'd be upset too, but I
don't think just because the Big Ten championship game is on the line, I don't see them losing that game.
Yeah, well, just the way both teams are playing this year, Ohio State just seems to, even in the worst of situations, seems to still kind of come through. So that's why I picked them. So
well, this is the most unpredictable after they went and got the Brian headed.
No, it is.
I mean, let Iowa and Michigan State destroy them. They just did not make. I mean, not Michigan State, Iowa.
Right.
They destroyed Michigan State. I'm sorry, but yeah, Iowa and Oklahoma beat them. Yeah, I just don't understand this.
Hey, I'd love to see big dude. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I'd like to see Michigan win. I don't still think it's going to happen.
Got to gamble every now and then.
Yeah, sure. Well, you're in a position where you can. You got to. You're
gamble regardless. I'll pay attention to that.
Oh,
man.
Okay.
It's going to come out the way it's going to come out. It's close.
Oh, yeah, it is.
The easy pick is Ohio State.
Sure.
You can't win by making an easy pick all the time.
I wouldn't say it was an easy pick, but I still think Ohio State's going to.
Big dude, you up by 5 games, big dude. Chill out. I thought it was up by 2 games. Nah, you up by 3 games. You got me by 3 games, right?
Right now in the basement, he's at 7 overall. He's 70. I'm 67. Jimmy, he's up 2 on you. The big dude's up by 2 games on you.
That's 2 games. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. Oh yeah. And you going Michigan, big dude? I'm going with Michigan. Woo! with Michigan.
There we go. Hey, we got Indiana, Purdue.
Wow.
At Purdue, right?
At Purdue.
Oh.
I'll go first this one. I picked Purdue.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Purdue also, man. It's just, and Purdue probably is not going to play a great football game, but they really don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
They need to just be good enough.
Right. Yeah, they're home, so I think they're going to win there.
You think they're going to win there, huh?
Yeah. Are you going to gamble, Jimmy?
Thinking about it. Hold up.
Alexa.
Yeah. Look, I got to pull Alexa out on this one.
Let's see. Well, they have lost. Well, I'm not just saying. Ohio State beat them 49-21. Penn State beat them 45-14. Michigan had a beat them by a close score. Maryland smokes them. This is Indiana. Well, I beat them 42-39. Then they beat Illinois 24-14. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yo, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go with Purdue because I was actually shocked between them beating Iowa. I'm gonna have to go with Purdue on that one.
Okay, gotcha. Now this one should be too hard either, but Wisconsin at Minnesota playing for the Axe.
I think and Wisconsin Axe.
Yeah.
Here's the two. Go dance across the field. Here's the two.
Yeah, just give it up now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, got that.
Yeah, it'll be a quasi okay game to watch. It's a 3:30 kickoff on ABC, so they're covering it. So it'll be okay. Now here's the next one here, and I think there'll be other games on too. Here's another one, and I think it'll be. You can give Yakov a hard time about this one. Too bad he's not here to do it. We got a Northwestern at Illinois.
Oh man, what's the college ball? College ball.
Well, Northwestern is playing all right. No.
Northwestern overall, they got an 8-3 record.
They're playing decent ball. Okay,
They're 6-2 in the conference.
Yeah.
But I just like saying college ball because it's Chicago.
Well.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to take it on except maybe a coach. So, yeah, and then we got another no-brainer here: Michigan State at Rutgers. So, I'll just go ahead and fill everybody at Michigan State, unless you really feel like trying to.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any chance on Rutgers. That would be everything.
Yeah, I can't see that happening. And of course, we got our game and Penn State, Maryland. I have Penn State at 42 and Maryland at 7.
At 7?
Yeah, I don't
know.
Look, listen, by the fourth quarter.
Hey, you know what?
Come on, Jimmy. By the fourth quarter.
Listen. Hey, last week between them playing the younger guys or the game getting out of hand, I was pissed when they allowed 44 points.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you give up 44 points? Like, we weren't nowhere close. Like, are y'all even trying to make the defense drop? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I mean, that's the most. I mean, and you saw that's a record. That's the most team that any. That's the most that any team scored on us, and we won. No one has ever scored more than 40 points, and we won.
Well, they're still writing. They're still writing the record.
I mean, how is it 40 points?
Oh no, I know. I saw that. And I was just like,
oh. yeah, that wasn't even funny, man.
No,
it's 56-44. I was like, what? I left, and I was bragging. I said, man, when they tried to come back, and we smacked them. I said, that's what they get for trying to come back, and we smacked.
Yeah, well, give them a little credit. They did fight for it, but you're right, man. That should have been.
We'll give them credit. I'll give them credit.
Yeah, but we should have buried him. We should have buried him, and it should have been done.
Fight for that coach's job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's for sure.
I think Coach Franklin just took his foot off the throttle. Like, all right, listen, we won now.
Yeah.
Make it look good.
Right. Well, maybe he's trying to help the guy out. You never know. So, what's your scores, guys? What's your scores?
Hey, listen, so I'll give you guys my score on that one.
Hey, guess what?
You guys think about Chip Kelly?
Well,
he said he's going to pick either UCLA or Florida.
Well, I don't know.
Chip Kelly, man, come on.
I'm just saying. I mean, only reason why I say it because obviously he wasn't a good professional coach, but his thing is Oregon. We do, So I'm thinking, like, obviously Florida.
Hey, stand by, guys. Hold on 1 second here.
All right, good.
November 24th, limit 1. Exclusions apply. See coupon. Lights off for valid.
At 106.3 FM and 970 AM. WBLF Bellefonte State College. 292 Easy. Altoona Bellefonte State College. Local news, sports, and weather. WBLF. Depend on it.
Hey, we're back at Lions Live, the only network built by the players for the fans. Got the Grizz, Jimmy Kennedy. My name is Skip Drobovich, and the big dude, Stephen Davis, and Yakov's out in Chicago here, and he sends his regards and holiday wishes and Thanksgiving to everybody as well. So doing our picks here, guys, and I didn't mean to interrupt you real quick. Just one of those things we had to get through here as we wrap things up here on a Wednesday night with our picks. So we're at Penn State, Maryland, and we're trying to get some scores here. And Jimmy, please go right ahead.
Man, I'm gonna go Penn State. Senior day out there for them too. So I'm gonna give Maryland at least 20 points.
Really? Okay.
I don't want to, but they just gave them 44, so the game get out of hand.
Well, I don't think they're that good enough to even do that, man. At Maryland, I mean, I don't care who we get in. If we get the managers to play, I still think I think we could do better than that. I think that
I like Maryland. I like Maryland's talent over Nebraska's talent.
Okay.
Nebraska putting up 44 points.
Okay. Well, you got.
I mean, keep in mind this: Maryland's on like their fourth string quarterback. So it's not they have talent. Like Nebraska is just terrible. Maryland's just having injuries. Like injuries killed them.
And we blew them out last year with their regular quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They used two quarterbacks, and the guy got hurt and came back, and then we put the dude out for the season. So,
right.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to say 41-17.
41-17, okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, because I was about to say, like, somewhere in that,
Well, go ahead and say, Jimmy. Give us a number. So I got your the Maryland's number. What do you got for Penn State?
Man.
Oh, let me ask. Think about it. Think about it.
Let's go Penn State. Let's say 37-21.
Yes.
37-20. 37-20.
Okay, now let me ask this. I got to ask both of this. Stefan, where do you get the 41? Is it 2 field goals?
We'd be up 38 to maybe on that score, 38 to whatever, and then
we miss an extra point.
Take everybody out. We could be 30. No, we'd be scored 1 field goal, and we have 5 touchdowns. And
okay.
That's right. And then we would kick a field goal. We take our starters out. It's 38-10. Yeah, I mean 41-10, and then they score.
Okay. All right. Tell me how you got yours, Jimmy.
What I said, 37-21?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I see Maryland going, at least a touchdown. So I say Penn State to go maybe a field goal or 2 field goals. 3 field goals. So I'm thinking, let's see, I think Penn State to go probably 2 field goals in the first quarter. Right? So 2 field goals in the first quarter. Then I think going into halftime, I think we just go crazy, and I think we put up at least 21 points.
Okay.
Okay,
that's cool.
And then coming out, we start a little bit slow, and then I see we go another touchdown and a field goal. So that'll be 37 right there.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm all.
It could be a field goal in the first quarter, 3 touchdowns in the second quarter, field goal in the third quarter, touchdown and a field goal in the fourth quarter. That's 37.
That's a pretty good break.
I'm trying to Yaakov me. like I ain't gonna break down the numbers. And then I see Maryland. I see Maryland. That's why I said 20 or 21. Because only reason why I was on the fence with that, because I don't know if they'll try to go for 2 to try to
Sure.
Don't get it or whatever.
Wait a second. Yaakov just sent me a text here. I'm gonna read this live as we're doing this here. Okay. And let me give you. I'm gonna plug it right in as we go here. I'll type it in as we go on our LionsLive.com website. I'll tell you what he's doing.
He sent his picks in?
He did. He's taken Iowa.
What?
Oh yeah.
Right. Hey, one of the family members helped him.
Well, I got it right here on the phone.
Yeah, Cole got his cousin over there helping. He might be out there with Lovey. He might be.
Oh, okay. He's talking to you. Well, he's taken Iowa. He's also he's taken Indiana. Indiana too. Okay, he's helping me out on this one.
Yeah, he don't want to win.
He just put himself in last place. Come on, Coach.
Yeah, he's hurting himself on this one. Then he's going. Of course, he's picking Ohio State. Then he's going. Of course, he's going Michigan State because they're not in the same order we had there. Then he's got Wisconsin. Of course. Where's he got the? We were missing yet. He's picking Northwestern too. Oh, okay. I thought he'd pick Illinois. No, okay.
He can't go wrong there.
Yeah, he can't go wrong there. So, and he picked Penn State 31-17. 31. Okay. All right. Hey, Matt's great. I'll tell you, Tom. I'll say thanks. Thanks.
You can post it on the website.
I already did. It's already up there, guys. Yeah, I'm typing it as we do it. Thanks. And I'll put on here just announced.
Oh, no, did I see Matt Miller? And again, this is never just, I don't know about Matt Miller and his analysts, man. I've never seen that. Man. I don't know.
Hey, listen, I was tweeting about him during the game, and literally I had to delete everything because I was like, it gets so bad, man.
I'm sorry, man. I don't care for him as an analyst, man. I never did, you know. As a general manager, he's with Detroit and all that. I don't know about that, but you know.
I know about that. He's terrible. I'm not even trying to be funny. Okay. I've never seen a Penn Stater hate so much on Penn Staters ever in my life.
See, you got here's what you got to know, Jimmy. And I don't care. And I will say it on the radio. That's somebody that Joe got me behind, and he's like, okay. He's the only one in Penn State history that I know of, and he never forgot it. And when that scandal went on, he was on the offensive against us.
Yes, you're right.
I'll never forget that, okay? But he's the only person that I know of in the history of Penn State football that got his captaincy revoked. And that ought to tell you something.
Well, and you know what? Those sour grapes are still, they haven't fermented. Or maybe
let me be clear. Let me be clear that I never wanted to sign with them. I never wanted to sign with Detroit or be a Lion or anything like that. But I've never had more negative stuff be said about me or any other Penn Stater. I've never. Don't get me wrong. I've heard bust stuff. I heard criticism. I heard all types of stuff. I've never heard a Penn Stater talk about another Penn Stater. Myself, Michael Haynes, Anthony Adams, so I've never heard so much negative come from one Penn Stater as I have from Matt Miller. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about just myself. I literally. And I'll say this with a straight face. I told him, I said, listen, you keep talking about Mike like that, I swear I'm going to punch you in your face.
Wow.
Literally. I'm just and this was at, when I was coming out at the pro day, and I'm just like, yo, come on. I've never, nothing positive. I'm just like, what's going on here? And that's my whole NFL career, every time I met him and so on. Literally, I'm telling you, I was treated so much stuff. This past, when he was, I was just like, how did he get the job? I'm so tired of seeing, he doesn't represent Penn State at all.
No, he's not a Todd Blackledge, is he?
He's not a Penn Stater.
No, and
he's not. He's not a whole lot of things.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll tell you what. Even when Coach O'Brien had us all come back, whenever the shakedown was going on, and he had asked for all the lettermen to come back, you can see the differences in personalities and character. Yes, character. When Todd Blackledge spoke, you could have heard a pin drop and everybody hung on every word. He gave such inspirational words to everybody there. And then you heard him get up, and you're like, it's just like it crawled right out of the gutter, you know? And I'm like, what hole did this crawl out of? And why did he bring him here to talk like this? You know, he didn't inspire anybody with any of his words that he spoke there. It disappointed me, because that's not really, we know what we were about here, and that's not what we were about. He tried to make it something and it's not. That's just my experience from, going to that event. So.
Yeah, I'm not speaking of no events. I'm speaking one-on-one, man-to-man. And I'll tell you this: if he was on fire, I wouldn't put him out. I wouldn't put him out. You probably have gone with that. I'm sorry.
Hey, Jimmy, would you?
Wow,
Jimmy, would you at least?
Like seriously, like I pride myself. It's certain things like. It's nothing you guys can ask me for that I won't give you guys. It's like, literally, it's like it's just the Penn State family. It's a brotherhood. It's like, if I'm in town or whatever the case may be, if Big Dude was to call me and say, Jimmy, you can come up here and so on, talk to the kids, I'm there. Just say he needs something from me or whatever the case may be. You don't got to give me nothing, whatever. Like, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Big Dude, hold up, Big Dude. Flight is $1,200. I can come the following week. It's only $250. It might be something like that. But it's not gonna be like, no, hey, Big Dude, like, no, you gotta give me money or nothing like that. I'm there for all my family, all my people, and so on. And it's like, I don't get that from him.
No.
And I'm not speaking in terms of like giving me something, whatever. Like obviously when I played, when I was playing, I had the luxury of seeing the legends and the alumni on the sidelines and so on when I played. And I didn't understand that, because I was like, hey, all the guys is out here, so on, okay. Like, I wonder if they're cheering for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at Bruce Clark, look at this, look at that, like, you know what I'm saying? I picked Bobby White's brain and stuff like that and so on. Like, I was proud of that, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, the first time I met, man, it was like, oh, you still got to fix this, you still got to fix that. I'm like, man, I'm a sophomore in college. What are we talking about? Like, it was just like so negative every time. Like, and it's not just, like I said, it's not about developing. In the off season, God willing, my body stays strong and healthy. I'll be out there helping those boys and giving those boys tips. I take all these young guys calls and stuff right now, FaceTime with them and give them all the information. I can give them over the phone and so on, because we're family.
Right.
And I just don't, right? I thought that was the Penn State way. And for someone who got to the level that he got to when it comes to being a GM and everything else and so on, I'm not saying your whole team got to be Penn Staters or nothing like that. But I don't even think he had a Penn State on his roster. Ever. Like, Tyoka, because I know Tyoka played, but I'm not sure if he played when Matt Miller was there. But maybe Tyoka. Other than that, he didn't have a Penn State on the roster the whole time he was there. And we talk about keep in mind that when you go to the NFL, they literally describe us as, he's a Penn Stater. You know what you're gonna get. He's a Penn Stater. He's just smart. He's gonna work. He's gonna be hard nosed and so on. He's a Penn Stater. You know what I'm saying? And I was proud, because I heard that from Jacksonville when you get a Kyle Brady. I heard that from Jared Vicious and even when I got the safety, Kim Herron. It's just like these are guys that I didn't meet until I was in the NFL, and they accept me with open arms. Like, what's up, Penn State? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was nervous. Like, here I am, a pro, meeting other Penn Staters nervous. Like, hey, Kim, am I doing all right? Like, anything else I need to fix? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you good, young blood. Just keep working, so on. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? This is a pro level. And you don't get that from Matt or none of that stuff, man. And even when it comes to, like I said, I'm not even going to get on the scandal and that different stuff. Matt Millen try to take care of Matt Millen. He doesn't care. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And, when he was a player, he tried to be rebellious, and talking to Sports Illustrated and telling them this, he was the guy, Skip, remember Now, back in the day, we had to run 800. So that's 200 versus 800. So that's what I see. And that was an argument that was on 800. So he's not talking about, he's not going to finish his 800. What is that? She's going to change 880 yards. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, Jimmy, I really want to say thank you, man, because I appreciate that insight, because I didn't know that, you know.
Now, me neither, because I was hoping, Jimmy, actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping that I was wrong, and I do apologize because all I'm doing is looking at this Big Ten thing, and I see on here that the play-by-play is Kevin Kugler, and I see the analyst is Matt Miller, and we see a sideline guy is Derek Williams, you know, that was the wideout. So, yeah, you get, you know, with him with a Jack Hand, you know, so you get all those other people, especially Jack Hand. You know, there's a dude was with the Steelers and everything. Yeah, he's back, man, and dedicated the rest of his life to Penn State.
Right.
Oh, God. I mean,
just an amazing guy, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a character. It's a character thing, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like even the young talent that Tioka is doing a great job right now as a commentator. Anthony Adams is doing a great job right now as a commentator. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? D. Wills, you know, Derek Williams, he's doing a solid job and so on. So it's like one of those things that even the energy, when you listen to him talk about the game, he's not even rooting for Penn State.
No, he's not. And he's making it a point to show that he has some bias. And he doesn't have to make a point. We all already know.
Well, yeah, thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. No, I'm not kidding you, man.
Yeah. I'm not apologizing. I wasn't supposed to. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I just couldn't take it anymore when I saw that. I mean, why do they have him doing our games? I mean, I get it, and I'm a big fan of BTN Network, except in that area.
Right.
No, listen, you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, it's a senseless subject for me because I'm telling you that listen, understand this. Like, I tweeted so much negative stuff. And literally, after the game was over, I had to stop and say, listen, you know what? I don't want to block my blessings.
Yeah.
You know, it's not personal. I'm not trying to, you know, come at him a certain way and so on. I was just like, let me just delete all this stuff and so on. And I literally had to, like, just say, I deleted everything and just said a prayer. I was just like, man, I just don't like.
That's great.
Because understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying it like I'm perfect or anything like that. I'm saying it like this. I understand we went through stuff when it comes to the sanctions and the different stuff like that, but I'm a true fan of Penn State. Like, we talk football, but I'm a true fan of Penn State. Like, even earlier when Skip said Coach Franklin is doing a great job of getting athletes into Penn State, I didn't correct him because I wanted to say, no, he's doing a great job of getting student athletes into Penn State.
Right.
Penn State always took pride in the character of people that they bring in. You understand? And getting a degree and so on or whatever. You know, like when I was out there and I talked to people and just different stuff, and I'd be looking, I was just like, you know, just the different stuff and how intelligent Penn Staters are. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was talking to Blair Thomas. And I was sitting over there and I was just like, yo, Blair, you know, I got a little extra money to play around with or something. Let's talk about some business or something like that. Blair looked me in my face and said, man, the only thing I do is put your money in boxes. I was like, boxes like what? He's like, boxes. I was like a regular box? I started laughing. I was like, what am I going to do with a box? He said, think about it. Everything comes in a box. I said, what? What do you mean everything comes in a box? And we just start talking. He just like, think about how much money you get if you're able to do boxes and every size box, crayons, whatever, packages, UPS boxes, this box, that box. And I was just like dumbfounded because we don't think about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And understand this. This is a guy who made it to the NFL, who invested his money, who does the right thing, who did, had his issues in the NFL and so on and so on. And this is one Penn Stater talking to another. And that's just one story because it was about 60 of us there just passing on stuff. And I gave you the simple boxes and stuff like that. But understand this. If Matt was there, and I'm not taking a shot at him, he'd just look at me and he'll probably say, oh, so you ain't invest your money right? You ain't do this, or you ain't do that. I said, hold up, player. I got some extra money that I'm willing to gamble and play with. You understand? You know, so it becomes stuff like that, and that's what I mean about the Penn State family and doing things the Penn State way, looking out for each other and so on. When I came out there, Yaakov brought me out there. Him with his firm, he wanted me to talk to his their clients and everything else and so on, and you know, they have their business and stuff like that, and you know, investing and everything else and so on. When it was over, I pulled Yaakov to the side. I said, Yaakov, listen, I don't know if you have any other Penn Staters, but let me know if you need me to invest something or so on, and I don't have a problem. I ain't giving you all my money and stuff like that, but you know, if you need some Penn Staters under your belt, I said, you definitely can take some of my money and help me invest it and so on and so on. So at least you can go to our people to say, yeah, I got Jimmy. Jimmy's on, he's with me. He's doing it, you know, so on. Because this is what we do. We look out for each other.
Right.
That's what we do.
Right.
You know?
And I appreciate it, Jimmy. It's interesting in this line of work too, because with what we do here on a Wednesday night or a special broadcast we have, we're here not because of the money. We don't get anything. Right. We didn't make this a business.
Don't keep reminding us, man.
Well, okay, I got you. You know, I know, but you know, yeah. Hey, maybe in the days to come or something like that, you know, it'll that may change. But
I was just down with
yeah. But our point is, we're here because we love Penn State. We love Penn State football.
That's why I'm here.
Right. We're here because we love our football family, and there's nothing we wouldn't do for one another to try to help advance our cause. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're here. That, you know, and that's why some people aren't. You know, and that's all I'll say. You know, but that's what makes what Penn State's about, and our family. And again, it's the character, because you know, Penn State is an institution. Okay, it's made up of a lot of different cogs in this machine. Okay, but the football family is totally different. And by the way, Jimmy, too, on that, the comments about Coach Franklin doing a great job recruiting, you know, it's a given. You know, it is known as the Penn State way of only bringing in qualified student athletes. That's given. But to have the recruiting classes like we're getting of those qualified student athletes is remarkable. So I know I slipped my tongue. I guess I kind of figured everybody already knew that.
Yeah. But well, I'm not going to say anything else, man. I'm just going to wish you guys a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I think the show was good, but I think I can leave it to 10 stages and make it end, Jimmy. I appreciate that, and proud of what you have done for us. Like I said, it reminded me about in my own age where you run investing, and you know, I guess I was always worried about taking chances, but you know what? Because of what you talked about, I'm going to take some chances.
There you go. Hey, I'm thankful for all you guys and everybody out there, and for this team and our coach and everything. God's grace, especially in my life, I'm thankful for, and I appreciate all you guys. So that's my Thanksgiving. Thanks to all of you. So, Jimmy, I'll let you give your thanks, Jimmy, and we'll sign off.
Man, you know, I'm definitely thankful for all my Penn State family. I'm thankful for you guys. You know, you guys having my back and giving me the platform to, you know, just to shoot it with you guys every Wednesday. I look forward to it and so on. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for all the blessings and so on. And it's been fun, man. It's been fun watching the boys. It's been fun, you know, kicking it with you guys and so on. And I'm looking forward to another blessed and amazing year for all of us, man.
Amen. All right. Well, we give thanks to everybody out there. So on behalf of Yaakov, who's out there, and on behalf of Jimmy Kennedy and the big dude, Stephen Davis, my name's Skip Roberts. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. We look forward to being able to catch and see you all here again next week after a big win. Have a great time. Safe travels, everybody. Lord bless. Bye-bye.
And a happy smoke turkey to you, too.
Oh, there we go. All right. Take care, fellas. We'll bring you back. We're going to bring everybody back to our regular scheduled program.
That's a fast lead.
There we go.
Lab tests show Big Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals,
great job, guys. Have a good night.
Pesticides,
great job.
bacteria,
Have a
and
good
viruses,
night.
all forms of fluoride and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
in the heart of Texas.
The Dana Show.